Hi everybody, I'm Tim. Welcome to my tropical garden in Zone 6, New York. Yes, I'm in New York State. I'm actually in the Hudson Valley. And today's just a little short video because I kind of just want to document what I'm doing. So it's fall. Not my favorite time of year. It's everybody else's favorite time of year. But when you do tropical gardening in a zone that tropics don't exist, fall's a really, really hard time because we either have to bring things in or cover things up. So today, I'm going to talk a little bit about Musa basjoo, which is the hardy banana plant. You can see it behind me here. Nice big leaves. It definitely gives you a tropical feel. And these are actually pretty hardy here in Zone 6. I do cover them up, but what I'm going to do today is, often you get a bunch of bananas growing together. When you buy them, you always want to buy a lot, but you really don't need to because they spread pretty quickly. So I have a lot of bananas that have spread, especially around the pool right now, and I want to dig them up, the pups from the parent. I'm going to separate them and put them in the garage so that I have them for spring. Now, a lot of people say do this in the spring, it's actually safer for the pups, and yes, it is. But I want to do it now so that in the spring I don't have to deal with it. So I just thought I would share my method. So this is going to be really short, but I thought I would at least tell you what I'm doing right now as we enter the fall season.
So the really nice thing about the Musa basjoo is that once they get established, you tend to get a lot of plants. So if you look across the pool, it's covered right now with the solar cover to bring some warmth in because it's September, but they tend to multiply. So I've already dug some out over here, but I just want to show you, like, there are baby ones coming up. So this was originally 1 or 2 plants right here, and they just keep moving and multiplying. And sometimes what you think is a nice big plant, I'm going to show you right here. That was a big, gigantic one last year. I thought for sure it would come back just like this one, and it stayed there. But then another one comes up over here, or over here. There's some babies and things like that, and they just keep moving around. Now they're a little too close to some of my palm trees right now, and the big ones I'm gonna leave, but I'm gonna take out these 2 back in here. I might take out 1 or 2 over here on the left, because when you cover them, it's much easier if you have a group together to cover up than if they're really spread out. Like what I'm probably going to do is put those 2 big ones, I'm going to cover them up. I'll probably cover these 2 big ones together and maybe this clump right here. But I'm going to take these out. I might take a few of those babies out, and I'm going to overwinter them in the garage just because it's fairly easy, and that way I can have more in the spring and move them to someplace else. I'm just going to show you up in here on the hill a lot more. So I've been trying to plant them over here on the side. They're kind of hidden back in there just to give me that tropical feel of coming down the walk and seeing them. So I've got some red bananas mixed in here, but right now I'm going to leave these. I like this nice big clump here, but I'm going to start moving some around. So I've got 2 right here that are a little too close to my mule palm. They're back in here, they're 2 together. They're probably not that well attached to this base, but they might be. Get in here. Let's see if I can just pop them out. You don't have to dig too deep. These are pretty. You have to tug on them a bit. Just don't want to pull them apart. As you see, that's a pretty good clump right there. And it looks like, just by how this is, I'll probably be able to separate these 2 with roots on them. So there we go. So those will go in the garage, and I'll have 2, hopefully 2 separated bananas to go someplace different. And it really doesn't look any different over here. I still have a nice gigantic mass to work with. So this is my staging area here. And you will see I've got those 2 bananas down here. I'm going to see if I can just pull them apart. I might have to cut those apart. This one here, I didn't do a very good job on. There's some roots, but I cut away a lot of it. Not a good idea. This one is much, much better. So that will do. This one I might actually get a blade and cut it apart. Or get the shovel. So if you'll notice here, I got them apart. There was a middle part right here. Cut into it. That's probably from last year's that did not come back. I may just stick it in the ground to see what happens. And I've got these two separated now with roots. And this one's my experiment. So this is the one that I kind of chopped through a little bit, but it looks like there's some growth on it. So I'm going to try to put this one in dirt, get it done, see if it'll grow. We will see. So I'm going to put that inside where I can watch what's going on. So I got them potted up. They're all in pots. So you notice I got a bunch of new bananas to have for next year. They'll go in the garage. I also did quite a few pineapples that I had grown from real pineapples cut off the top. They've lived out there all summer long. They're growing. Hopefully they will produce fruit next year. And but I'm happy with what I've done with my bananas. So far I still have a few more to dig up, but at least I'll have a nice little crop of new bananas to put in new places next year, and the rest can live outside once I cover them up, and I will show that on another video.